It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS.
I have some summer marketing stuff.
What do you got?
How long do you want me to talk?
We got to take a commercial in like 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes for
Okay,
summer
because
marketing.
I could do like an hour over this, so I'll try to pace it accordingly. So I have a YouTube video marketing your home service business, specifically like seasonal businesses, and I like to use the acronym ACE. A, anticipate, C, capitalize, E, extend. And if you look at pest control, exterior cleaning, landscaping, you have this huge ramp up in the spring, and then it slows down in the summer, and then the fall picks back up again. So you want to look at your service company in a way that you can anticipate. How do I get to go from 0 to 6 figures or whatever it is as fast as possible? I coach somebody in Canada that goes from $4,000 to $180,000 in business in 60 days. It's wild, but a lot of anticipation, like just drumming up, getting everything ready, hiring the employees, getting the trucks ready, and just massively growing really quick. So that's anticipate. Capitalize. When demand's at its peak, you don't really have to work as hard. You're in the, April, May, June, things are cruising along pretty good. You don't have to like be hustling and grinding for leads because there's a supply and demand issue, right? So capitalize during the season and extend. So I'd like to tell people that I coach right now, this week, you should be booked out farther this week and then at any point in time of the year. And if you haven't, either there's some sort of external factors you can't control going on, or you haven't done the right job for marketing. So we talk about this constantly in our groups is push really, really hard in June because you want to be booked out 4, 5, 6 weeks right now if you can, because during the 6 weeks of summer doom, summer slowdown, leads are going to be harder to come by. Mm-hmm. And so that's where extend comes in. And everything you mentioned, Dan, is true. I'm not going to reiterate since I only have 4 minutes. I'm not going to talk about those too much, but really talk about 3 things that you can do right now to maximize your summer success. First is every single lost estimate you've had for the entire year, message them. So, hey, if you haven't gotten the work done because life happens, then get the work done now, a book, and then we'll honor this price until X and give a specific date and have some sort of timing and urgency there. So message, text, email, whatever you call, every single lost estimate you've had from January 1st until today, and give some sort of urgency to get that done before the spring season's done. Contact all of your existing customers that have not used your service in between 9 and 18 months, pick whatever you want, but have some sort of deal or offer. Like, hey, we have an annual sales bonus. It looks like you haven't used our service in this period of time. Enjoy this offer or no offer, but create some sort of urgency. Our prices will increase. We're not going to increase your price if you do this. Or book between now and X July 31st and receive a 10%, 15% discount. I don't want to tell people how to give discounts on their services because I don't know their brands.
I really like to just insert a little thing there. I really like this. I don't think I've ever done this actually, but I love the idea of being like, hey, you have a credit on your account that's about.
Oh, the credit's another really good one. Yeah. So like you have a 12-month credit's going to be expiring on this date. Use it now. Credits are also a good one. And then the third bucket is anybody who hasn't used your service in more than 18 months, more than 24 months. And you can have a special kind of deal or offer on those. And it's weird to think about it, but like I'm not going to give my existing customers, people who've been loyal to me, as aggressive an offer as somebody I want to come back and use my services again. And so that's why I'm going to segment my list. And I want to have a specific offer set up for those 3 buckets: active, slightly inactive, 9 to 18 months, and then inactive, to try to bring those people to come back into my business. Finally, as you mentioned, like the commercial work, is farming takes time. It's not something you just do when it gets slow. And I see this happening so often in people that I coach. It's like, hey, I'm slow. I'm going to go drop into some commercial establishments and see if I can drum up some business. People aren't waiting for you to stop by. So
I can't believe you came this week.
That's my favorite thing to say. It's like, finally, we've been waiting to get our mate and grounds work done. No, that's not how it works. So that happens constantly. And when I do get those leads for commercial work, is I want to figure out what their timing and expectations are, because they all have their own fiscal years. They all have their own calendars and when things need to get spent. And you want to try to figure out when that is, so I can tell you my seasonality, when I can give you the best rates, because doing that $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 job in July or in June is not good. I've got all this residential work, and my residential customers don't want to get done in August. So I want to strategically put those into the months I'm slower: January, February, March, July, August, September, so that I can plan those commercial work when it's convenient for me and when it also fits in your budget. Because they have a fiscal year. They're just trying to spend this money when it's convenient for them. And in most cases, it's not convenient for you. So that's why I drop in year round, so that I can start to control when you want to be managing that budget, not oh, we have 30 days left to spend it and it's going to go away, because that's when it gets inconvenient. So that was 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
You nailed it. Look at that. Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.